The following program is recorded at Kinaxis, the Kinaxis Annual User and Training Conference. I'm pleased to welcome Supply Chain Brain Editor-in-Chief, Russell Goodman.
Managing supplier agreements at Varian Semiconductor. Well, joining us to speak about that is Tom LeBlanc, Master Scheduler at Varian Semiconductor. Tom, welcome.
Thanks, Russell. It's good to be here today.
Tom, over the last 25 years or so, there's been quite a bit of change, quite a bit of transformation in supply chain. As you look at your company, what do you feel are the top supply chain challenges there?
Well, due to the cyclical nature of the supply chain, our customers are requiring from us that we be much more responsive and are requiring shorter and shorter lead times for their products. And then on the other side, our suppliers are trying to be as lean as possible. And so while our customers are requiring lead times of 8 weeks or less ARO, we're getting extended lead times on from our suppliers of sometimes greater than 20 weeks for their parts. And trying to balance these and have the right parts available when they're needed, when the orders do come in from our customers, is the most challenging aspect.
Let's talk about supply chain management. Let's talk about that as a tool for competitive advantage. Do you agree with that? Do you find it so?
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, to that end, we have entered into contractual agreements with almost 50 suppliers, and it covers over 700 of our most critical components. And these contractual agreements allow us to shorten the lead time of those components to Varian, which then allows us to be more responsive to our end customer. And because we're more responsive to them, we're able to win business. And so it is a tool that really enables us to gain that business. And our rapid response tool is the tool that we've chosen to help us manage those agreements.
Let's consider for a moment the world-class supply chain. What, in your estimation, would be the must-have capabilities, the must-have technology capabilities that you've got to have to ensure that you have such a supply chain?
The keys are responsiveness and while still maintaining the lean aspect. You have to be responsive in the time frame that your customers expect for their forecasted demands, but you also have to be flexible enough to respond to their changes in demand when they occur. And rapid response allows us the flexibility to respond to those changes when they occur. We've also currently started monitoring the contractual liabilities that I mentioned earlier to know that we are ready to meet their demands that they've forecasted to us.
Well, you've anticipated my next question. You at Varian have, of course, invested in this Kinaxis solution. Walk us through, though, the issues that you had at Varian. What were the needs that you had that led to that investment?
It was initially brought in 7 years ago simply to manage the phase-in and phase-out of ECOs. However, once it came into the company, it was quickly latched onto by the master scheduling and demand management groups to analyze changes in demand with the scorecard methodology. After that, my boss, when he joined the company, had experience with the tool prior to joining Varian, and he knew that it was much more valuable in many other areas as well. He quickly started using it for shortage analysis, and then after I joined the company, he asked me to look at other areas where he knew we had used it in the past and see if it could be used in those areas. So we've expanded it, and it now has 20 different applications at Varian, and it touches 7 different functional groups. And the latest, as I mentioned, is managing our contractual liabilities.
What is it that makes this this tool extensible or as flexible as it seems to be?
Well, you said the word. It's so flexible that the user can customize it to their own needs. They don't need to rely on an out-of-the-box solution as you have to in some other software applications, or approach their IT group and go into some funnel and some long sign-off process to get the report they need. They can customize the report to exactly what they need, when they need it, and get the data. And so it's so user-friendly that it makes the user gravitate towards it. And then because the data is updated, at least in the case of Varian, on a daily basis, they can get an accurate result of what they're looking for when they go to the tool for the answer.
A highly interesting look at a very important company. Tom, thank you very much for meeting with us today.
Thank you, Russell.
It's Tom LeBlanc, Varian Semiconductor, and speaking with us about managing supplier agreements at Varian. Thanks for watching.